All right. What about now? Yeah. All right. I think we're good to go now. Dun, dun, dun. All right. About to have that 15-minute candle start. The mono thing. Okay. What about now? Let's see. Just want to make sure both sides is working. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, we changed some things, so I guess I didn't have my speakers set up correctly. Uh, okay. Just want to make sure the TikTok um, microphone's working. I think it is. That's the only thing about changing stuff. You start changing stuff and stuff gets messed up. So today, guys, we got to be careful. It's a OPEC Friday, so it could be a really crappy, choppy day today. So we'll go to investing.com. I don't think it says OPEC Friday on there. Let's make sure we don't have any news this morning, real quick. We got a big order block above us yesterday from that big sell off. If we can get through that order block, we should have a nice move today. I'd like to see her retrace some of that 1,000-point move. In 41 minutes, which is what 9:45, we have the S&P Global Manufacturing. So we do have a little bit of three-star news this morning. So we're only going to take one trade on the fundeds today, and that's going to be the 15-minute trade, the one that we've been taking for the last few weeks. And if it fails, that's the only trade we'll take on the fundeds today. Good morning, Clarity. We've got some pretty massive trades over the last couple weeks. So I don't know. I feel like yesterday was tough. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday was probably one of the toughest mornings we had in a while with all that choppiness that we had yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday was pretty tough. I think if you made it out of yesterday and survived, I think today, I don't know. OPEC Friday can, I don't know, either we can trend straight up or we can just chop sideways. OPEC Friday's like waiting for a non-farm payroll, where it's just choppy leading up to non-farm payroll. Let's see. Music. Start off the morning with a little Chris Cornell. Anybody ever listen to, like, what is that? Temple of the Dogs, that singer from there. But this is more of his solo act. He's the one that was, I think he got popular by singing Black Hole Sun back in the 90s. He also did a song with Pearl Jam, or Pearl Jam did a song with him. I think it's Hungry or Hungry Men or something like that. Yeah, today is a day to be very careful, Clarity. Me and Methodical Man were on the phone earlier, and we took that 2-minute setup here. We took this trade right here together this morning. So we're already up 125 on one of the evals from this trade here. I'm going to be looking for the 15-minute breakout this morning. So what I'm hoping, let's see if I got a pencil here. Be easy to draw. We haven't had one of these this week where we break out of that first 15 minutes of the morning, then break back down. Like this. This would be like the A setup, like definitely be taking this. But all this week for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it was always like this. It was a manipulation out of that level, then straight back up. I want to say Monday was the opposite. So the Monday manipulated up top and went out the bottom. So, but, or vice versa, or it could go up, then, come back down. And what you're looking for is about 50% of the candle. This would be the better of the setup on that original 15 minutes from 9 o'clock to 9:15. So, like, let's say between 8 or 9:15 and 9:30, it pushes up out of this area, then pulls back into it, then go. That would be like the perfect setup when it comes to this setup. But yesterday, it chopped for like an hour before we even sold off, or at least 45 minutes. It seemed like it chopped forever yesterday. Yeah, we held hands and pushed the button together this morning. He's like, you do it. No, he's like, you do it. I was like, okay, I'll do it. Thank everybody for watching today. If you're new to trading, today is OPEC Friday. So most of the time, OPEC Friday is a choppy day. So just be aware that if you're going to trade your fundeds. So like I said, we're just going to do one trade with our fundeds today, or with our funded account. So it'll either be a winner, loser, and put it away. Is that a different name, Bear Trader? Did you add something different to that? Or is it always said Little Bear? Remember, Bear Trader, we're only trading 2 micros this morning. So how we got our ATM strategy set up now is the first target, we're going to be looking hopefully for a minimum of 25 points. And the second target will be unlimited. But the only downside about today is we're got a huge order block from this big move from yesterday. For anybody that was lucky enough to catch that 1,000-point sell-off, I think we took 100 points on the trade yesterday, but we missed everything else. I mean, you know, you just don't expect that kind of sell-off. So here's all that chop from yesterday. You can see this. This is the 15 minutes from yesterday. I mean, you can see it was just all wick, a lot of manipulation back and forth. I want to say we ended up getting short around 195 yesterday. We got short right below this 200 level right here. So it was off of this candle actually. So we had this big boner candle down to the 200. This one broke the 200. I waited for the pushback and I put my sell order here. I want to say we were short from like 93. No, it had to be the next candle. I remember it being in the 90s. It was this right here. It was that candle. Because it was below that 15 minutes. It was this candle right here. It was somewhere in that range, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think we just took 100 points and it just kept going and going and going and going yesterday. That's why I'm thinking if we move up today, maybe we'll retrace some of that big move from yesterday. What are you doing trading minis pre-market? Don't be doing the minis before pre-market. You get yourself in trouble. You got to get off them minis. And you're on a 25K. You can't be trading minis on 25K. Well, put it away. Just say, I got lucky today. I got lucky with my mini. And so, if anything, put it on 2 micros. You got you a little profit. Change it over to MNQ. Because you know that's going to catch up with you. You're going to be like, oh, look how good I'm doing with the mini. Then one day, you're going to get caught. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to get caught with that mini. It's going to destroy your account. The mini will get you. Trust me, I've learned my fair share of lessons trying to trade minis on freaking 25 and 50Ks. Okay, see that now? If you want to put a mini on your sim account and practice sim account the rest of the day, that's okay. Like I said, thank everybody for watching today. We're going to be doing a APEC giveaway on Friday. So for the longs, if we stay above 200, we will definitely be in the long range. The only thing that scares me about the long is the big order block we have above us. Yeah, if you can practice with the micros, then maybe get used to maybe even practicing with a little DCA and starting out with 2 micros. If it pulls back to a whole number, maybe add 1 micro or something like that. You can always practice with some DCA in with the micros. All right, guys, our 15 minutes is set. Let's see if we get a nice little manipulation trade at the beginning here. Like I said, I wanted to see it come out of this box. This is our first 15 minutes from 9 to 9:15. And then I wanted to either trade back into the box. And if this doesn't hold, we'll look for a trade going back out the top. But yesterday was super tough. So the top, this is that order block area above 280. So this is why I'm saying it's probably going to take us a lot to get through the 280s this morning, because we have a 100-point order block today from 280 all the way up to 380. So it's going to probably be choppy if we move up. But maybe there'll be enough volume this early in the morning that it'll be able to push us through. If you're following me also on TikTok, if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, we're going to be doing a Apex giveaway Monday morning around 10:30 or 11 for any size Apex account that you want. It'll be a free evaluation. I'll try to make sure you can be here too, Bear. That way you can put your name in the pot. I need to update my Streamlabs thing. I haven't done that in a minute. Woo, let me change this over. I almost made a mistake and I was over here on the 2 minutes. So I take my 15-minute breakout on the 5-minute charts, guys, because I think that way I don't feel like I get the fake outs as bad on the 5 minutes. But as you can see, we're in a consolidation box right now. So, I mean, we're just basically trading sideways in a 60-point range. So hopefully this is not what the market has to offer. So like I said, OPEC Friday is notorious for a choppy Friday, a lot of fake outs, a lot of where they're just running stops. So it'll look like it's going to break out, then it'll just whip back down. Kind of like the same price action we had yesterday morning. So just be aware that if you're trading funded accounts and you're going in heavy, today is OPEC Friday. And there's also news at 9:45 this morning. So that's what's going to be kind of scary for me if I enter a trade early. I have to be aware that we have 3-star news at 9:45, and I probably need to get my stop loss put somewhere or protect my profits or whatever the situation that we're in. So just be aware of that if you're in a trade around 9:45 this morning. I want to say it's global manufacturing numbers. And see, I'm not even sure. I went and looked at the news this morning. I'm not even sure what this 100-point candle here was for. I just happened to be on the charts. I was watching charts, and all of a sudden we just had like a 100-point boner candle straight up. Let me look at it one more time. I can't remember the news. It's like global. I want to say global manufacturing numbers. It's 3-star news. I just don't remember the name of it. A lot of times I used to write it down so I would remember it. Sorry about the bright white screen here. Where did it go? Global service PMI numbers. And also global manufacturing numbers or PMI numbers. And you can find this on investing.com. There's a few other sites that have the same thing. There's one that'll list it as red folder news, but this is the only one I've ever used, and I've just been using it for the last 2 years. And you can also, it's got an earnings calendar on here too, so if you want to see what earnings is going to get released today. So, but I think the only earnings that really matter is like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. The ones that move the market pretty good in the evening. So we're going to be copy trading also today. We're going to be copy trading across 4 accounts, guys. Uh-oh. But we're only going to do one trade like this. The trade's either going to be a winner or loser or break even. So whatever happens with that trade, that's going to probably be the only trade that we take on these accounts. So we're going to be my funded's the lead account. Then these are evals, 2 with Bulanox and 1 with Apex. Then after that, we'll just switch strictly over to a eval. Because we just don't want to get ourselves in trouble. Like I said, OPEC Friday, it can be super choppy. Where's my... I do like the shorts back below the 24,100s. If we get back below that level on the NQ, and for the ES back below the 63s, 64s, that's that Manzini's level, that 64 level from the other day. Because he was like, if we reclaim 64, we'll basically push. So we'll see what happens at these levels. All right, so we're starting to push out. So this is what I want to see. I want to see us push down until open. Then I want to see us push back up into this 15-minute range. All right, so I did hit it. So that would be 50% pullback for that 15-minute candle right here. All right. Looking good, looking good. I hope it stays like this and it just pushes down, then pulls back. Worst case scenario that the waterfall just happens and we don't get a setup. And so we were just like, okay, no funded trade today. We'll just trade our eval if we don't get it. I think it'll still pull back. I've seen it push down quite a few points, then eventually push back up into that level. I've seen it push down as much as 50, 60 points, then eventually it'll get back up into that 15-minute range. It'll either retest the bottom of it, so that could be a nice little retest here. So if we push down, say, to the 50s, then push back up here, retest the 200s, then sell. And see, we have whatever data candle this is, since we've already kind of ran the highs. I mean, I don't know if we retrace this data candle back down to the bottom or fill in this big fair value gap all the way back down to the 960s. I'm thinking if we push down, it would probably bounce off of this wick here. That would probably be your first bounce just because it's a big wick. Well, I don't know. Actually, no, I take that back. This wick has already been contested. See this big push up right here? Then you see this candle right here. It already touched these wicks. So, because I like to trade off these wicks while I'm moving down. All right, 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. So that was the push out. Man, I would love to see it just go back up to the 40s, then just sell back out because that's the first push. God, I hope it just don't waterfall at the beginning here and it doesn't offer us the opportunity to jump in because I do not want to jump in at the before opening. If it just goes straight down without any kind of pull up in there, we won't take it just because I don't like jumping in on candles like that just because like yesterday, if you did that, you're trying to trade these breakouts, you would have got destroyed on these wicks. Also, if you're joining us, we're going to do a free giveaway with a free APEC eval Monday morning around probably 11 o'clock. After the morning trading session, we'll do a giveaway for Apex, and that's any size. Ooh, man. I want to see it push up into here, then rocket back out the downside. Let me look at a clock real quick. This way I can look at the seconds. I like to look at the exact seconds sometimes. All right, we got 3 minutes left. Man. I just have that feeling that it's just going to waterfall here at the first, just because we've already breached this 15 minutes. Really need to see it pull back into this 15 minutes, like the 50% mark or something. But it could just straight waterfall here. We just don't have an entry. I bet you if we pull fib on this thing, I bet you that's probably the 20% pullback on that candle. Yep. Right at the 20%. Damn it. That sucks. Watch it go without us, guys. And all we can do is sit here and watch because it's happening 2 minutes before the market opens. Next best scenario, if it pushes out the bottom here and just goes straight out the top. Let me see where my short can be. I really wouldn't be interested in a short if I missed this one unless we got back below 24,100. All right, 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Come on. Oh, it's close. Everybody be careful this morning. Like I said, OPEC Friday. It's also 3-star news at 9:45, so quite a bit today. All right. All right. I'd rather place a order instead of marketing in, just because when I mark it in, I feel like the signal's just not as good. Here's the 50%. The longs are going to be scary. I don't know about the longs here. Damn it, we got hit that order block. Like I said, one trade and done with the fundeds today. Then it'll just be straight evals. Man, we might get stuck on that. Trying to stay below 50% of this candle. Yeah, it's going to get us. Damn it. Yep. All right. One done with the fundeds today. Like I said, the top parts are kind of scary this morning because of that order block. Oh, no. I guess that wasn't my funded. I forgot to select my funded. Might have got lucky. Holy crap. All right. Godly, we're getting ripped on both sides. Oh my goodness, guys. We got ripped on both sides. All right, let me take my funded off real quick. Oh, good old Apex Day is going to probably rip our face off here. All right, so that's going to be red for those. All right, we're just going to do eval since we're going to be red on our fundeds today. I just got to make sure I got them selected because I don't want to mess up here. Make sure I turn off my copy trader. I don't want to mess up here. So, like I said, we're red on our accounts. So that was going to be our only funded trade today, guys. All right, we just need to wait for this next 5-minute candle to print. All right, here comes our new 5-minute candle. All right, just trying to get my stuff set up real quick. Sorry about that. So right now we're still just stuck inside this first 15 minutes. I think the upside's going to be tough with the big order block up there around that 80, 81. What do we got? 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Waiting for this next 5-minute candle to print below the 15 minutes. Nvidia moving down? Yeah, Nvidia's moving down. Waiting for the next 5-minute candle to print here. See if we have a push back up here. That's a 5-minute inside bar, but that thing's massive. Holy crap. All right, this candle is no longer good because it's over 15% of the candle. So far, like I said, this has been typical APEC Friday. Or OPEC, I'm sorry, OPEC Friday. Damn. What a nasty reversal. Man, it may be one of those days you just put it away. Holy goodness. Be careful if you're trading going into this next few minutes because you only got 1 minute left before news. Goodness. Like I said, we're pretty much all in the red right now. $200 in the red. Hopefully, once this news come, we'll have some normal price action. Here's the news. Two micros here. Even if we get the win and trade here, we'll still be in the red. It would take quite a bit of adding to get anything on this. And I'm just going to go to break even too. This way, if it pulls back, Yeah, we're still $80 in the red on this account. If I was a little bit more patient this morning, guys, I wouldn't have dug myself in the hole. Eh, doesn't look like we're going to get to add. Damn, fucking 50-point rip. What the hell? Oh, that was dirty. That was so dirty. That was so dirty of them. Ugh. Today might be one of those days you just take your profit. Just because the wick action is so big here. I do like these shorts below the 111, 114. If we can print below 114. Yeah, this is insane. That was a 100-point bounce. Like I said, this is typical OPEC Friday here, guys. This is, I mean, we're still showing like we're in the red on everything. So, like Nvidia looks red. All the higher time frames look red. To me, it's going to be hard for me to take a long up here. The fact that we got this big 1 hour order block up here. So I think it'll be tough to take a long up here above 80. Man, this thing's this thing's doing dirty today. Like I said, we're still in the red. I was hoping we can try to get some kind of print where we can start adding. Maybe we can add this and get it back to at least break even. Ugh. Hopefully next week we get away from all this choppy mess at the opening. This has made the opening the last 2 days so hard to trade. Bear, did you take any trades on your sim account? You got to be careful on the longs too. And I only say that because of that big order block we have up there at the 280s. I mean, kind of look how many times we've hit this. You almost need to make a print above this level, then go through. What do we got? 2 more minutes left on this 5-minute candle. It's almost impossible to buy these breakouts with these candles because of the wick that we're having and the pullback we're having. So, like, you know, you're thinking you're seeing the breakout, you jump in, and it just pulls back on you 20, 30, 40 points. Do what, Lafta? Here comes the break of the 15 minutes. Like I said, there's just no way I could jump back in that just because we've hit this level so many times. Because there's a huge order block up there. Well, it's not a very good day today there. So we're in the red, a couple $100 today. Maybe if this area right here can hold here at the 15 minutes. There's the 40%. today, like today, we're going to come in like mostly from the back end of the trades just because of the price action we're having. Look at this. Almost a 100-point move back to the downside again. That's just insane. Canceled. It's hard to take breakouts on these candles, guys. The pullbacks are just too deep to take breakouts. So most of my trades that I think I'm gonna have to do is like, let's say the next candle we get some kind of pullback here and then let it come back into the order. But just jumping into a breakout is too hard because of the pullbacks. I mean, look at the pullback on this wick here from the 70. I mean, you're looking at 30, 40-point pullbacks. It just makes it impossible to trade stuff like this. Maybe this next hourly candle will get a little bit better price action. Oh, puppy's mad out there. Yeah, this price action's insane. I mean, we were already kind of aware of that coming into this today. I just know how bad it was going to be, but today is pretty tough. Holy shit. Is that 50% going to hold? We're at the 50% of that candle. If that 50% holds, we may get another push back down. Uh, Remember, these wicks could come way back on us, so be aware of that. Did I not add that one account? I did. If we lose this 100s, I'm probably going to add, guys. Lose 115s. We need to print below 115. Bought one contract so we can at least lock in some. We're going to try to add another contract if we print below the 15. Well, if we print below that 15, we're probably going to continue down, Bear. Below 115. I'd like to see it. Yeah, we're getting back above it. Damn it. I'm trying to mark it out. Oh, no, don't do it. Come on. Still just can't lose those 15s. Damn it. No, come on. The chop today is insane, guys. Damn it. Damn, it's just effing insane, man. Damn. Oh my goodness. Wow, what an insane reversal this is, guys. So hopefully everybody's surviving today, guys. This is super tough. This is just as hard as yesterday was. No, I don't think I do. Let's see. Oh, well, yeah. The London highs is sitting here at 216. And the London lows is 24.26. Just two more micros here. I'm going to go to break even because this is not a typical spot I would enter. Look at this crap, man. It's like insane. Today's one of those days you take your 10 points and don't even shoot for the runners. My runners have just been getting wrecked. Like I said, I kind of like the short below the below that 115. And what do we got? Oh shit, this is a new 1 minute chart. I mean a new candle. Waiting to see if we print below this level of the 115s. You can see we already had a nice bounce off that 115 right there. So that's what I was saying. I think if we can get a 5-minute to print below that level, then we may look for a short here. Eval. Watching the VIX go sideways. Yeah, it's the OPEC Friday. So this is guys, if you're also just joining us today, we're going to do a Apex giveaway on Monday morning. All right, less than 2 minutes left here, guys. I mean, dude, everything's pointing downtown at the moment, guys. Just waiting for this 5-minute candle to print. Less than 1 minute to go. I don't have the seconds. Yeah, dude, got 50 seconds left on this candle. But that's only if it prints below the 15 and maybe do a little retest of that level. That we may look for a short off of that level here. We got this gap fill in here at the bottom. We hit this wick. The next bounce may be at looks like 30s or 40s. Then this wick all the way down at the 400s. Remember, guys, everything's super choppy today. God damn. Man, just getting... I still like the shorts below that level. Let me pull a fib on this candle real quick and see if that's going to hold. Man, OPEC Friday's kicking my butt today. All right, we just got one micro left in this trade. Sorry if my charts were messed up. I guess 15 will be our line in the sand here. God. All right, our runner's going to get stopped out. Maybe 15's going to hold. We're hitting it. We keep hitting the 15. There's still some nasty, nasty candles here, guys. I really got to find a way to add. That's about the only way I think I can get back in the green. So 15 did hold for us. It sucks that it took me one trade to get back into it because it put me a little bit deeper in a hole. So we're still 50 in the red on one account and 168 in the red on the other. Hopefully we can add here without it stopping us out. I'm hoping we can run the filling this gap here at the 400s or 390s. Oh my goodness. Today is why it's important to try to get close to your entry as possible. Holy shit. that was dirty. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if this area is going to hold. We're looking for that 15 to hold still. We're about to get a new 5-minute candle. We're going to go to break even fast too on this. As long as we stay below that 15 level, I like the shorts. That's why I keep taking it. Unfortunately, we're still in the red. We're in the red 75, 78, and 196 still. Oh, damn it. Sorry if my charts get messed up there, guys. I get so focused watching charts. Sorry if I missed or anything you might have said. It's still considered a long. We need to really get below the VWAP with our EMAs. We need to get some better downward action because what it is, we keep retracing back up to those EMAs. If we can lose to 400, I'm going to put my stop loss there because this is all the way down at 960, this leg here. Then this next leg is all the way down at 23,990. Dude, look at these nasty wicks, guys. Oh my God, dude, this is just insane. This is how you get chopped up. You're buying the breakout, then it's just godly. I'm going to try it one more time as long as we get back below the 100. Just right below the whole number, though. We got 2 more minutes left on this candle here. Just looking for a quick 10 points and a runner. Man, we're still in the red, guys. All right, another 10 points. I mean, we're banging the 10 points. It's like 10-point heaven over here. But our runners are just getting hammered. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this is just insane, guys. Like I said, back below the 14, 15, I like the shorts, but if we can't get back below that level, I guess we'll have to go back to our long bias. But I still feel kind of short bias just because I feel like we're going to take out these lows. There's a retest of the 15-minute candle. That's crazy that we're 60 points up here. But these candles have been insane, guys. So I mean, look, we pushed all the way back to the 200, like what, all the way down from the 24,020. I mean, we're getting 60, 70-point candles here. Here's that 15 level again. If it tags me in and pops back up, that 15 will be my line in the sand where we'll close the trade. Come on, 15. Hold up, 15. Nope, my 15 didn't hold. Oh, my goodness. Let's see, 25. It's been an insane day. Three. There it goes, finally. We'll wait for the next candle to print and see if we can get something here. Because I still like these shorts back below that 15 level. So this is why we keep trying to short that 15 level. We just had like a 50-point pull down. So we'll just have to pull fib on this next candle and maybe play it off the pullback. What do we got? 1 minute left. 1 minute left for this candle. $20 seconds left. Well, I got stopped out, so I missed it too. So I missed it myself. Now, I only do this type of trading on an eval, guys, not a funded account. Ah, damn it. Didn't get the pullback. Looks like we may miss this one without some kind of pullback here. There's the pullback. There's the 20%. I like to see the 20 to 40% hold, then see if we can get the push down. We hit our first 10 points. Now, this could go all the way back up. This price action has been insane. And I may shut this down if it gets back above the 60 and just try to re-enter. Because I don't want to take too much of a drawdown on our runner. All right, we closed our runner down. That got us back to 109, so we're still 109 in the red. I mean, that area is still holding. My thing's messing up. All right, another 10 points. Oh, we're actually back in the green, 20 bucks. Oh, come on. Dude, this stuff is just insane today, guys. This stuff is just wrecking people on both sides. Son of a bee. All right, so we missed the rest of this move down. All we can do is sit here and kind of watch now, guys. We're still $35 in the red, and is that 300 in the red? Yeah, 300 in the red. Can't do anything now besides just watch. So the reason why I do what I'm doing here, where I put my entry at the bottom of the candle, so when I pull the Fibonacci, I'm looking for anywhere between like a 20 to 50% pullback on the previous candle, and then I like to catch the momentum to the downside. So that's why we're doing it like that. As you can see, we just missed this whole freaking move. Now all we gotta do is just sit here and watch it, because you can't really jump in without some kind of pullback here. Wow. Hit our target. there was one of our targets at the bottom of this. Next target would be this here. If you're lucky enough to be holding runners. Damn. I don't know if we get a bounce here at the 900s. I mean, that's almost a 100.5 minute candle, guys. Look at that. %, back up to 980s. Wow. Whew. Like I said, if you're joining us for the first time on oh, you're ICT. What's up, ICT? I mean ICT. Outer. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said ICT. Outer. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. So we still got those 900s down there that we could run. So sell. Let's see here. No. We're waiting on this next candle here. No, did we not get the pullback? We may not get the pullback. Might not offer us an entry here. Keep a tight leash on this. Ah. All right, that didn't work. Yeah, this price action has been insane. We're going to probably finish the day in the red. I was hoping we could get one more sell-off. We missed the sell-off that we needed, which was back up here. Ah. We still may get the pushback because what is that? Around the 50? Didn't quite get down there to that whole number. And we didn't quite run those lows at the 900s. What time is it? 10 o'clock? Shoot. No block until the 23,380s. Wow, this thing just ripped back up 100 points, guys. This is just insane. Insane, insane. Yeah, this is definitely a F your day over type price action. Oh, you're not trading. I don't blame you. We only can trade till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock today because I have to go to work today. We're just going to have to walk away with our red day today, guys. You have a good weekend also, Outer. This looks like a nice little bear flag here. With these two candles. So if this next candle prints and it can't intrude this one, we may take a trade here below this. Did we get back above that 115? No, we didn't. We got 1 minute left on this candle. God, that's a big ass candle. Woo. I mean, it's hard to believe that candle is the close of that candle is all the way down at 30. It's like a 70 point to the downside. That's just insane. Oh my goodness. It would have to break that bottom of this candle here. Just wicked it. Whew. Nasty, nasty. Like I said, guys, I have to get off at 11 today. I have somewhere I have to be in a couple hours. Woo. God damn it. All right, this will have to be the last trade of the day here. I just can't have the stop loss where it needs to be. So that's what's making it so hard to trade some of this. The stop loss have to be insane today, guys. There's just no way for me to have a accurate stop loss. Yeah. There's just no way to have a stop loss where it needs to be, how big these accounts are, or how big these stop losses are. I mean, it's almost like your stop loss would have to be all the way back at the top of this swing. And so what it is, you're looking for the break of this candle. Most of the time, these are smaller candle, but today it's just insane. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, it's going to be a complete red day for me. We're going to be 260 or 200 lost on this account, and all my other accounts are red of $300. And one was like 500 on the eval. It was a crappy day. I almost shouldn't even trade it just being OPEC day. Look at this crap, man. Insane. Guys, be careful if you're going to continue trading this today.